Yes, sir. Welcome back to Redacted Show. I'm your host, Wafiq, or Feek, with my co-host, my other host.
It's your co-host Dana Dane in the building. We're back, episode 114 in the building. We appreciate all the subscribers, all the support, all the word of mouth travel of the Redacted Show. We really do appreciate everybody's love and support for the show. If you want to support monetarily, please go to the link in the description. You can go there and donate to the channel. That is 17 cents a day. That's $5 a month. You can send that the redacted way. And today we got a short one for you guys. They're really just two big, really three big episodes from two different series that we've been covering. One of
Yeah.
them, a lot of spaghetti on the plate, if you know what I'm
Oh,
talking
man.
about. But we're talking about Invincible and Daredevil and our theories of those shows and where that's going. But before we get into that, again, make sure you guys support, subscribe. We're trying to get that 100 subscriber count. But with that being said, we're really gonna get ahead and go straight to it. So we're at episode 5, pretty much the second half of the Invincible season 5. No, 4.
Season 4.
5?
Yeah.
4. I'm getting confused with the boys, but
Yeah, season 4,
episode
episode 5.
5 of season 4 of Invincible, we see pretty much. Well, according to Jack, this ain't even the start of the real Invincible War. But
Yeah.
in terms of
I
the
feel like
show,
this is on the way.
this is like, the preamble of the Invincible of the Viltrumite War. We see Return of Conquest. We see Steve Harvey, Viltrumite, and the other one and their army come back and give the coalition a planet A-team pretty much with Mark, Nolan, Oliver, Allen, in
Straight
company.
belt.
Yeah, and this isn't their full team because they still have
Battle Beast.
Battle Beast that's out there in the wind, and they're still
Space
waiting
Racer,
on
or
Space
whatever his
Racer.
name is.
But they did recruit.
They recruited Tech Knight
Tech
from Earth.
Tech
They recruited
Knight.
Invincible. They recruited Oliver. So that's pretty much who they got right now in that A-team. But a little bit before we go into the battle, because this part, I would say this episode was broken into two very distinct parts. The first part I would say was the Nolan apology tour, because we see, as we saw with the last episode, episode 4, Nolan, Allen came back to Earth. Nolan now is pretty much meeting up with everybody that he wronged, and everybody that he can at least talk to right now that isn't dead, that he wronged. So he goes and talks to. I want to first talk about when he talked to the tailor. I'm forgetting his name right now. But when he talked to him, when he was on the roof, and after he flew off, and the tailor was like clutching his chest, he was like, "Oh my God, I thought he was about to kill me." I think
Art.
that just, Art. I think that just emphasized how much people are still traumatized by him being around. And you see that, and you hear that more when he goes and talks to Debbie. And that monologue she went on, I would say that's one of the, I still think this is probably the top 3 episode. That scene of her talking and going through that monologue actually made it for me, outside of the fighting, made it for me like one of the best episodes, because you get to hear her talk about the grief that she had going on. And in most instances, I feel like in most shows or different mediums, somebody that did something wrong come back and they apologize. Everybody's like, "Oh man, I guess we can forgive you." She said verbatim, "Fuck that." She said, "I don't give a fuck." I think that was really interesting. I really like that dialogue.
I really like that scene too. Just how heavy it was. How you could tell Nolan and even Mark before going that confrontation with Debbie. Mark kind of challenges him on that. Like, who are you really doing this for? Are you doing this for Debbie, or are you doing this to make yourself feel better? Because I know he's trying to make up for wherever not whatever he did, because he caused mass genocide to the world. And it's like hard to on one hand, like he's a changed man and he's trying to show that he's changed, but you can't erase the past, no
Mm-hmm.
matter how much we want to. You can't, and you have to live with that. You have to face that every day when you wake up and look at yourself in the mirror. Like, I did that. Now, whatever you do going forward, you can either you let that define you or you let that be a learning lesson. Now, that's more than a learning lesson. Like, there's really no way of coming back from that. Like, the only way to come back from that is to, after this, never come to Earth again.
Yeah.
Because he's lucky he just went back home. Because if anyone else saw him, well, they wouldn't have been able. Either they would have feared for his life, or like the military would have got on his ass. But it's like, do they know they can't do anything to Omni Man because he's the
Yeah.
most powerful hero next to Mark.
And you see that with right before that first part of the episode ends, you see Cecil and them watching, they're going, everybody's like, ooh. You see everything, just that sigh of relief of like, okay, there's no Viltrumites on Earth, thank God. But then
Yeah,
it's also like, okay, Cecil said it. This is the first time in 20 years there's no Viltrumites. So if something really do happen while they going, are y'all prepared? And
they're
we
no,
know
because the
they're not.
Guardians of the Globe were. You got two of your smartest and strongest people with the Flaxens,
Yeah.
and then now, like if some shit happens, like if the Sequits come back, y'all are done for the season.
They're gonna have to
So
call Satan. They got to call that boy.
not on Easter, Jesus' name. But so that was powerful, and just like yes, Nolan's saying that he's changed, but like you just coming back because you left after you caused all this damage
Hmm.
to not just your son, but to the whole city. What was that? Chicago,
Yeah,
basically.
Chicago.
You caused all this damage to the city of Chicago, killed millions of people. Like you just apologizing to Debbie is not. It's far from enough. You need to go on a whole world tour, and it's just like he thought. Like I didn't. It's one of those things where Nolan probably knew he was going to get this reaction or something. Like maybe Debbie would be upset still, but I don't think he thought it would be this bad. And then I
Yeah.
thought, and then I'm sure when he went to Art, like his best friend, essentially, when he went back to him and Art was like, yeah, not like
Yeah.
we can't,
I
we
think
can't,
and I
we can't be
and I
cool no
think he
more,
could kind
man.
of tell. My bad to cut you off. I think he could
No,
kind
you're
of
good.
tell after he left. I think even during the conversation, he could kind of tell Art was like uncomfortable.
Yeah,
So yeah, that first part of the episode was very good. Now that second part of the episode where that tone shift happens, good Lord. Let's just get straight to it. I don't care about the other Viltrumites there. Conquest, what I tell you, Conquest is the most disturbing character so far in this series. It's unfathomable because also Oliver, side note, Oliver talking about, because I sent you that video.
yeah.
Oliver Oliver going on this tangent talking about I helped fight Conquest. No,
No, you
you
didn't.
didn't.
No,
You
you
got
didn't, bro.
slapped in the face and you almost got ripped apart.
Ripped apart like some Laffy Taffy.
And this episode, you almost got your head smashed in.
You almost got turned into a purple gusher. Like,
So you ain't fight nobody. You are a
no,
liability right now. So you need
there's
to lock
levels
in.
to this. Yeah, and
But
I hope he does. But according to Jax, who's our Invincible experts, because he read the whole series, he's kind of gave us some not spoilers, but Oliver going forward, I guess in the next season, throughout the show, makes some very questionable decisions. So we'll see what those are as the show progresses. But yeah, Oliver, the only thing you did in this fight and the first fight when Conquest came was like give Mark some time, or you distracted Mark because you were in the way. You were just in the way. You gave him another person to worry about, and this was before Mark went, I don't give a fuck mode.
Yeah.
So, which is why the fight went longer in the first one, because Mark is A, holding back, B, trying to save Oliver and
And
Eve
Eve.
and the plant and the city at all at the same time while he's trying to battle this behemoth of a Viltrumite.
Mm-hmm.
And in the second go around, there's less of that. Like Mark
Yeah.
is like, I only got one goal, and he's not even trying to fight. He's trying
He said,
to
I'm trying
take
to
him out.
kill you.
I'm trying to kill
That's
you.
bro. When I tell you, it just it's so crazy to me watching that fight. And I had texted y'all. That fight went on for legit 6 minutes, and there was not a single word said. There
Cause
wasn't
ain't
a
no talking.
single.
What we talking? What we talking about? What we talking about? I don't want to hear you say shit. You shouldn't even be alive right now. I'm not even gonna ask why you're alive, but you don't need to say not nan word to me right now, because I'm about to rip your throat. You're done. Which was the type of timing Mark was on. While he
Bro,
was choking, he was like, I'm not letting go until you go.
like that was the most. Like if somebody ever puts up a description of like fight to the death, it needs to be this. It don't need to be none of that gladiator shit. It don't need to be it don't need to see two people box. It needs to be this Conquest and Mark fight part 2. That was a fight to the death. And then you see Conquest do
Yeah.
the Viltrumite special.
Oh my gosh.
As soon as the Viltrumites
He
start
almost
losing
did
their
it
hand,
to Oliver. No,
Oliver
it
almost
wasn't
got hit
him. It
with
was
that
it
like
was
3
someone else.
times.
It was
It was
Steve Harvey.
a ball. It was a ball one.
Yeah.
Yes, you said Steve Harvey.
We had 100 Viltrumites.
Who has 100 Viltrumites? What is the best finishing move?
Glass.
Hand knife. Good answer. Good answer.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, but bro, that scene that was crazy. And then, spoiler alert for people who haven't seen that episode, but when after Conquest went through Mark and started taking out his intestines, that was the most. I don't even want to say that was the most grotesque scene I've seen, because it definitely wasn't. But it was just the way I think it happened, and then just the noise. It wasn't the scene itself; it was just the noise and watching it while still nothing was being said. And I was like, "This
That
is
was the
some."
only thing you could hear, because everything else, if that was muted, there would be no sound in the show. And that sequence of that exchange between Conquest and Mark went on for about as long, if not longer, than them fighting before that.
Yeah, it was 6 minutes. They was fighting for 6. Bro, I looked at the time, but they were fighting for 6 minutes, no talking. And Conquest's face wasn't even purple; it was gray. Like that's how far gone he was. And that scene, like I said, was insane. So I'm interested to see what happens next, how they about to fix Mark, because I mean, he the main character, and I don't think they about to go get a double. So he gonna have to heal somehow, or they gonna do something to him.
Yeah, he's not dead, but I think he'll be sidelined for the remainder of the season. Like I don't think we're seeing him again, because he's gonna have to heal from this, which we know Viltrumites have like a slight like regenerative like ultra healing factor, which and then each time they heal they get stronger, but like he's literally hanging on to life by a thread.
Healing.
I don't know why, and I'm like, I don't know why Conquest. I don't know why Conquest ain't just go in there and bust his shit. Pause.
Because he like fighting. Because Conquest like fighting. At the end of the day, he like battle beasts almost. These niggas just like to fight.
Dude, could you imagine? Battle Beast in Conquest going head to head?
Ooh, they might destroy the
That
planet.
would feed family. Yeah.
I think
Who do
Battle
you
Beast
think's
will
winning
win.
that?
I think Battle Beast will win it. I think so. I think
I don't know. I mean, that'd be tough.
I think I don't think he gonna come out unscathed. I think he gonna come out like fucked up. But I think Battle Beast will win at the end of the day.
That'd be a close one for sure. I would love to see that. But yeah, so Mark comes out victorious. Conquest is finished. Done, fucking done. He's not coming back. He's done, so
Is he actually dead?
I think
For
yeah,
real?
he done. He's dead.
I gotta
Ain't
wait.
no way.
Unless they don't, unless they say it next episode, he alive too, bro.
He's dead.
I did see somebody make a freaking funeral. You know the funeral flyers. They made one for Conquest. It was like a loving memory. I said, "Hey, yo," I was like, "Is he really gone?"
I think
But
another thing that's sad is Mark leaving the planet without knowing that he has a child, which is why we know Eve's powers is not working because she's getting ready to give birth. So
yeah, and I get why she didn't tell him, but I'm just like, dang.
because you can see that was, I think, part of the reason why she was crying when they were having their last moments together. Like, and just on top of, like, she didn't tell, she can't bring herself to tell him the news. On top of, I don't think she believes Mark is truly coming back alive, which made that scene even more sad because I'm like, Mark is on the brink of death right now. Like, we don't know if he's gonna live because of plot reasons, but he's gonna be in a coma. I think for the remainder of the, like, I don't see a world, especially now that they're stranded, because
Oh, they
the
are stranded.
main jet, they left. They went back to the main planet where the coalition of planets is at.
And that Viltrumite ship is sitting up there, and I think it's going back because Tech Knight and Alan's on it, in the
Yeah.
little cover piece, whatever.
So now they're stranded with no means of communication or transportation of getting Mark the help he needs. So we're gonna see how they square this circle because right now it ain't looking too good.
Yeah, especially this the A team. Ooh wee, the B
It's
team is
not complete yet though. It's not complete. We're still missing Battle Beast. They're heavies in Battle Beast and um, Space Rider.
boy. Nolan ain't a heavy.
Nolan isn't. He's probably the second or third most powerful Viltrumite in the galaxy behind Conquest and Thrag. Mind you, Thrag is thousands of years old. And so is Nolan, but man. So
I'm excited overall. I'm ready to see what the rest of this war got because it's only 3 more episodes. So I'm guessing technically this is the Viltrumite war, but I don't even think it's gonna even. Well, depending on how fast they move these episodes, I feel like next season would actually be like all the fights. I think, but
yeah.
I don't know. Who knows?
Well, I don't know because in that there's like a subplot where um we have Robot and I forgot her name, but
Monster Girl.
yeah, Monster Girl are in the Flaxen's home planet. Apparently, that run goes is like a multi-issue run. Like can go on. That there could be a whole season of just that arc. So we'll see how they address that as well with this main Viltrumite arc or war arc. But yeah, it's looking nasty. It's looking real nasty right now. Mark need to put himself together. No pun intended. But that is crazy. Another thing that I noticed that was really interesting, like one of the other scenes I thought that was really interesting and heavy was just like Mark first meeting, like first seeing his dad again, and just
Mhm.
Nolan apologizing and Nolan saying like, I understand like if you want to stay here and say no, but Mark is like, I want to say no, but I don't really have a choice because if y'all lose, they're coming here. So it's
Yeah,
like I have to go. So you acting like you gave me a choice, but
You volunteering me right
you're
now.
violent. Exactly. You're volunteering. Another thing is, I'm not sure how long that Angstrom Levy side quest goes, but I know he's not dead. But I know he's still with
Oh, the
them
Mark
robots on the
variants.
other
Oh
planet.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
with
He
them.
is. He is on that planet. And they told him like, what they tell him? If you, we'll fix you up, but you got to work for us or something crazy. I
Yeah.
think I can't remember.
So he might come back too, and that's gonna piss me off. Not because I don't want to see him, but just how evil and slimy of a character he is. Sterling K. Brown, you did your damn big one with his role because I do not like that character at all. So I need him. If there's anybody in this Invisible show that needs to die, it's him. And I know when Mark
I don't
sees
think they're
him, he
gonna show
turn
him.
it. Maybe not this season, but I can see. I don't know. Maybe next season, season after that. I'm not sure, but we shall see. But moving on to the next show, Daredevil season 2. Daredevil Born Again. We have episodes 2 and 3 that dropped at the same time. I think after this they're going back to regular one episode weekly drops. But in the first of that 2-part drop, we get Poindexter back because at the end of
Oh,
the first
we.
episode, we see Bullseye save Daredevil. I think with what was going on with that scene was Bullseye is like the wild card right now because we know it's Daredevil and Kingpin kind of going at each other. But Bullseye is the wild card that's like fucking everybody because he don't fuck with not one of them. He's like, I
Yeah,
don't like Matt and I hate Kingpin. Really more so Vanessa, but I
yeah.
don't like any one of them. So if I do this, I know Kingpin is gonna frame this on Daredevil and Daredevil, um, or they're gonna frame the killings of the anti-task force on Daredevil, and Kingpin doesn't really care about me. Like he knows he can't touch me with a 10-foot pole. So he's just he's just playing with house money at this point.
Yeah. That's
And
why
I
you
can
see him.
see it. Oh, go
That's why
ahead.
you see him keep killing that task force mainly because he knows gonna
Yeah.
keep pissing off Fisk.
Yeah. So I always like seeing him pop up because like you never know. He's literally just an agent of chaos. You never know what you're gonna get with Poindexter. And I can sense it being later on in the season where it's a case of like him and Daredevil teaming up because like in the enemy of my enemy is my friend,
Mm-hmm.
where they know they gotta stick together to take down Kingpin at the end of this season. Another thing I like is Karen Page starting showing more signs of being like Frank. She's like, maybe we might have to start killing these niggas or bringing the force to them. And Matt is like,
He said, "We
what are you
don't do
talking
that."
about?
She
We
said,
don't do
"Well, she said the method is effective though."
that.
Yeah, I'm starting to like her character too, especially that late the I think it was the third episode when she pretty much knocked out the anti task force guy, and then she she freaking chained him up or she had him hostage, and she was like, "Look, she said, don't be mad, I did something." I thought that was a good little exchange to kind of see, like you said, her looking at alternate methods of what they're doing.
Yeah, and just honestly, slowly starting to turn into the Punisher because we see her kind of jumping around from episode 2 to 3. But when they break out the civilians and uh, Duquesne out of their task force prison, her start like shooting people and killing
Yeah,
task force, and you see Matt just kind of like, what are we doing? Like, come on.
look, we don't got time to think, Matt. We
That's
don't
what
got time. We don't
I-
got time to worry about this right now when we at war for real. And
yeah,
going a little bit back to Point Dexter, one thing I do like that they they do this with their different characters. I like whenever he comes onto the screen, it's that blue light that pops
Yes.
up, almost like he a phantom or like the Grim Reaper. It pops up and
Yeah.
then kind of fades. I think that's a crazy, a really nice choice. And you see that a little bit when you see Vanessa. She's having that nightmare about him, and you see the rose on the side of the table is blue, and then when she wakes up, it goes back to red. Um,
Mm,
I thought that was a really cool, nice touch they put on there. But I like, I really like Bullseye's character, and I really don't want them to do the Marvel thing where they kill off a villain with him, because I feel like if Marvel locks in, he could be a perfect ongoing just asshole for different heroes.
yeah.
You could throw him in with just different people that's in New York or just different other heroes you got, and he can just be there just messing with them and doing stuff. I feel like he's one of the few villains that we still have that can do something like that and be effective in it.
Yeah, or just throw him on like different teams. Like, Marvel, I could see him. I could see the MCU throwing him on a team like if they wanted to bring back the Thunderbolts again or Task Force. Well, he's not a mutant, but still, like just those kind of Task Force X teams, like those espionage teams where they're like not even anti-heroes, but just like not good people.
Yeah.
But he's like, I got a mission for you, and so they bring him in because they know he can get the job done.
Yeah, one another person that I kind of like that they're bringing out more is and I'm about to forget her name. Um
Oh, the
White
White
Tiger's
Tiger's
White
niece.
Tiger's niece, who's actually White Tiger. Um, I kind of like that they're playing into that, even though they haven't. I don't believe they'll give her like the actual suit, like in the comics. But I kind of like that they gave her the necklace right now. She got the little pocket knife, even on the tires they were slashed like it was a claw mark. I think that was a really cool touch. So that's another character. If they lock in, y'all can make her a full blown White Tiger, like in the comics.
Yeah, because
Um,
that Medallion has powers we haven't necessarily seen on full display, but we do see her wearing it
mhm.
at the end of like towards the end of episode 3. But yeah, I'm excited to see her character develop and just by the end of this, yeah, turn in like be the full time White Tiger.
Exactly.
Made a MCU might do some MCU shit and throw her on the champions team.
I was gonna say that's somebody I could definitely see them throw in on that Young Avengers. But one thing I will say is she's one thing about Daredevil is since this show was I feel like this show was so much more, I don't even know how to say it, gritty
Yeah,
than everything else Marvel. It will be interesting to see how she is if they do go full blown White Tiger, all this stuff with her, how she is on a team like with Miss Marvel.
she's like, damn, she really killed that bitch. I didn't know we could do that.
Oh shoot, that would be funny.
She
So I
looking
think
at
that was
Kate Bishop like, you knew she could do that. It's like, nah, I didn't. It's another thing
I'll
that
get.
makes me. Oh,
Oh,
I
go
was
ahead.
gonna
Go
say
ahead.
like another thing that makes me kind of think because you have this show, you have Daredevil, but then you kind of have Hawkeye be like Daredevil season 0 because that's where we get introduced to Kingpin.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we know we ain't got to talk about the Jeremy Rayner off air shit, but like it
Yeah.
just makes me think like, damn, Kingpin really don't fuck with vigilantes because he's been dealing with these niggas since I don't know when. Because you got Ronin, who was fucking this
Mm-hmm.
shit up even before the blip. Daredevil in the previous Netflix series, which they kind of loosely connect. Echo, uh, we don't know how much he's dealt with Spider-Man up to date, but I can see, between because I believe because Brand New Day takes place after this season of Daredevil and the Punisher one shot special presentation.
Yeah, but he mentioned Spider-Man in that. I think the
Yeah,
first episode of this
it was
season or the last
first
episode of last season,
last
he
season
mentioned
for
them.
sure. But all these mass heroes, he's like, I'm tired of this. Like, fuck y'all. So Kingpin has had it up to here with anybody wearing a mask. It don't matter who you are. You be a Browns fan, brown paper bag. You better take that shit off. Right? Them task force.
Bruh, that's one thing that they whole task forces. I hate all of them, bruh. For real. I need Frank back to just take them out. Because they every
Dude.
time they on the screen, bro, I be like, oh my god, bro. Especially the main guy. I forgot his
Yeah.
name. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah. Him.
I need Point Dexter to throw a
Yeah.
pencil at
Power.
that nigga. Yeah, I need Point Dexter to throw a pencil at that nigga, bro. Cause
I also thought it was interesting when he was talking to Kingpin and he referred, because he doesn't know Matt Murdock is Daredevil. And he was like
oh
referring him to two people. He was like, yeah, I'm going to bring Daredevil's head on a spike and Matt Murdock like locked up here. And
yeah.
Kingpin, who does know, he's like, either would do.
Yeah, that was a nice scene. That was a nice scene. Because you could see how it was always Kingpin was like, little do you
Yeah.
know. Yeah, no, that
I
scene was
also
nice.
thought it was very smart on Kingpin's part to like when he was doing that press conference to almost not out Matt Murdock, but have two different kinds of people going after Matt Murdock Daredevil. Because then in there he's showing like, oh, how much Matt Murdock, which you could tell it almost made him vomit saying that about Matt. He was like, oh, Matt's a hero, and when I was a boy, I looked up to people like Matt, and Matt, Mr. Murdoch, he's in danger, and he's a hero to the city. And we have to find him. So we have that going on. You have the Daredevil, basically anti-Daredevil people.
Task Force.
Yeah, the task force plus the people in the streets that don't like Daredevil, that think he killed Matt Murdock or was the one that went at. Well, I think they know that it was Bullseye that tried to assassinate Kingpin.
Yeah,
But they think
they
Daredevil was part of it. So it's like you got the people looking for Daredevil in that way, but also people looking for Matt to like bring him out of hiding. It's like, oh, just like his fan base, essentially. So Matt's like, fuck, I ain't got nowhere to hide.
And you see that when they finally do the announcement, they run back inside. One thing, before I talk more about Daredevil, what is his ex? What's his name?
Her name is Dr. Glenn.
Dr. Glenn.
Therapist.
Boy, she gotta go. And I said it last episode. I'm gonna say it again. With the way she looking at Muse, and this episode, I think it was 3, when she was looking at the dang mask too. Because the first episode we didn't know she had the mask. Now she got the mask too. The way she was looking at it, that just makes me feel more confident about my assumption that she might turn into Muse in some type of fashion. Whether that's her fully making a suit and everything and going crazy, or just going crazy and Muse talking to her as she give psychiatric advice. Who knows?
Yeah, or
But
just start
I think
cutting
she
people
might
open.
fully go into it.
Yeah, I think so too. That's the way it's trending right now. Because you can tell like it's breaking her, which you see that visual representation of her kind of losing her mind when she pokes the hole in the wall and it's cracking and it's like she's coming apart. And her doing like working in these vigilante cases ain't really helping.
Wall lying. Wall lying. You lying.
Wow. Basically changing evidence to aid her in her case, which I'm like, This is shit you hear happen in like ancient China, like these old kung fu movies when these people be on trial
Uh-huh.
and they just be in the jail torturing the witnesses to say one thing. Like
Bro,
that's
didn't
how
that happen in
ridiculous
what's it
this shit
called?
is.
When didn't it happen in the Venoms one?
Yeah, that's literally what happened in the Five Ninjas. But I'm like, that was in ancient feudal China. This is Hell's Kitchen, New York, where we're still like there is no justice, even when someone's innocent, where there's no hard evidence to prove that Jack DeCane, yeah, when McDuffie was trying to prove, like, her thing was like, they have no real evidence to prove that he's guilty. But then DeCane's like, you and I both know they like that doesn't matter. Like in
Yeah.
this case, like
Kingpin run
they
the show. So that
run the show.
unless the governor walk in right now or the president say, no, this is wrong, they don't care. And you can even see the judge, the main justice judge, she was taking all them pills trying to calm herself down because she knows she in the wrong.
Yeah,
And then the other justices, when they sat down, the other one was like, let's just get this over with, or we already know what we need to do. So you already know that they was
yeah.
corrupt
Like this was
beyond.
this was already a losing battle, but it's getting hot. We still have yet to see Jessica Jones in the show. We do know
True.
we will see her at some point, but that'll be exciting. And we kind of go ahead and jump into it with the reveal of the special presentation for the Punisher, which takes place during the events of this Daredevil season 2, which is why we don't see him in the show because he's off handling business elsewhere.
Killing more people.
Yeah. I'm not sure who the main, I guess, antagonist is of that special presentation, but
Probably some
then
Russians or something.
Manucci is rumored and expected to be the main villain. Yeah, the Nucci crime family. I guess Daredevil, not Daredevil, like Daredevil Punisher, main villain. I'm not. Don't get me to start jumping into Punisher Rose Gallery because I have no clue. But I know. I mean, John Berthal, he's a great Punisher. We will see in the Spider-Man Brand New Day, and we both believe that we'll also see Daredevil as well. They just haven't shown him or may have edited him out in these trailers, but
He gonna be in there, or at least Matt will be. I mean, he's already been in one Spider-Man movie.
yeah.
No.
All right, so for this pod, we don't have any like a low redactors for the show, but we will get into our infamous bag. So please drop the music.
Yeah, bitch, I'm in my bag, yeah, bag, bitch, I just made a bag, yeah, bag, bitch, I just made a bag, yeah, bag of beef, bag.
All right, Feek, do you have
Yes, sir.
this week's Getting Our Bag question?
All right, so for this week's Getting Our Bag question, it's a would you rather, and it's would you rather have a 7-hour time bank? So every day you have 7 hours, pretty much like you have a hyperbolic time chamber. You have 7 hours that you can use, or instant muscle memory. And that's with anything you see somebody do, pretty much you can pretty much copy it 90 to 100% perfectly.
Okay. I think I do the. I think I do the hyperbolic, the 7 hours, because that means like anytime you have 7 hours of unmovable time that you can do anything, or I guess up to 7 hours a day.
Yeah, so yeah, like at the end of the day, you can be like, okay, I'm hopping in the time chamber. I got 7 hours I can use. and that's every day you can do that.
Yeah, I think but man, like it would be cool to literally basically have like enhanced photographic reflexes. Um, yeah, probably the time chamber. If I'm running because I always feel like either since I move relatively slow, I'm like, okay, I can allot some time here. If I'm like bullshitting somewhere else, I can insert some time right there. I'm like, okay, let me lock in right now. Or if I
Mhm.
just need like to take 7 hours to just pause or like just to do some shit. I don't know what I'd be doing for 7 hours for that long in the time chamber, but just using that time where I didn't lose real time in the day.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'd go with the 7 hours time chamber.
Okay. I think if I had to choose, I'd probably do that muscle memory. I feel like, yeah, because I'll just watch a whole bunch of I watch a whole bunch of fighting movies.
That would be pretty cool, Nick. Dude, I could just because if I had that, all them kung fu movies I watched, you wouldn't be able to touch me. Go from the Shaolin, from the Shaolin fist to the fucking Wu Tang sword style.
Facts. Or even like people playing instruments. I'll just watch
Oh
like an
yeah,
hour long video of somebody just playing an instrument and be like, all right, I'm good.
or just watching LeBron James dunk.
Bruh.
Bro, watching Kyrie highlights going to the
I'll
bar.
have the craziest handles.
Boy, I'd literally, because I could really make some money off this shit. Be like, put some money on the game, or like watch like a few minutes of like Kyrie highlights, or even just like lethal shooter highlights videos, and then just go to a blacktop and put some money on some games. Now that might end in a fight because I'm gonna be running niggas' pockets, but there's a good opportunity with that. But I don't know if my brain is that creative to be doing some shit like that. So I'm gonna just stick with the time. But for me, my bag question is if these characters were to get in an all out battle to the death, who do
Mhm.
you think would come out as the last man stand? So we have Invincible, we have the Sentry, we have Shazam, we have Black Adam, and we have Homelander. Those five, if they were to duke it out to the death, who's coming out on top? I'm telling you, who's not coming out on top
I
right
know who
now,
di-
and it's
I know who's
Shazam.
dying.
Yeah,
Homelander.
Homelander's probably
Homelander.
going too. I don't know.
Now who makes it out? I think it'll be between Sentry, Black Adam, and Shazam. I think it'll be those three.
I don't know, man. I think Shazam's like probably one of the first people to die.
Nah.
Yeah, I don't
Nah.
know, man.
Nah.
Shazam don't be doing it. I think he's out of there really bad.
Shazam is strong. Really, like
Shazam is strong.
outside of how they make him seem in some of these shows, Shazam is strong. Like he be going hand for hand with some people, bro. I think I think it would ultimately be Black Adam and Sentry, and I just have to know if
I
Sentry
think
can
so
use
too.
is gonna transform into the void or not.
Yeah.
But I think it will be somewhere. I think those will be the 2, 3 that's left. This current Mark, like I don't know how Mark is in season, so I can't use that. So I'm thinking about this current Mark. He's not gonna be there. Um, yeah, Homelander not gonna be there. Who was the other one outside of those?
Um,
Was there one other person, or did I say everybody?
Nah, you said everybody. It was
Okay,
only those
yeah,
five.
I think those three will be the last ones. Then after that, it's really just whoever writing the story. Is
Whoever wants who to win.
yeah, but I know the two that's dying for sure is Homelander and Invincible.
Yeah, I don't think I agree. In terms of my final two, it'd probably be Black Adam and the Sentry. Yeah, I'd have to probably edge it out to the Sentry off the strength of him being able to use the Void. So I think it's the Sentry. But that is it for our Get in Our Bag. So now we'll jump into our final segment of the show, which will be our redacted rules for the pod. So for me, my redacted rule is um, you know, it's springtime. It is Resurrection Sunday, and yeah, just go outside. Pray if you're into that. If you're not, just go outside, touch some grass, just enjoy life because it is short. The days are long and the weeks are short, or the months are short. But yeah, that would be my redacted rule: is just go outside, pray. If you don't subscribe to that, just go outside, touch some grass, connect to Earth.
My redacted rule would be uh, learn how to cook something new this week. It doesn't have to be elaborate, but just learn one thing. Learn to cook one thing new, or just learn something new in general this week. That's my rule this week.
With that being said, it's been another episode of Redacted Show. It's been your boy Dana Dane.
Been your boy Wafik.
And we out.
Peace.
Recipes call me, I'ma show 'em how to shoot. On the 4-5, jump in the ass, my crew. Yeah, I'm step with a flag, keeping all of the hoes on mute. Pull a little perk, could be yellow with a brew. 48 for a quick burst. Crazy 8s in the back, yeah, the trunk on hot like a cue. 40 on me when I'm in the backseat. Blotter, paper pre-cut. Chris make juice to the drop like Shane came with a clean plate, came with a sink. The Parator came with a mate. Tricones white like paint. My hoe by the hoe cause she know it's my king. Hit on my side, cause I drop a song. Then you should hit up the link. The phenotype came from the pink Colombian thing. Yeah, the genetics unique. Cellular right on the beat. I'm teaching the hoe like I'm Play-Doh. I got the veggies like by the tomato. You got a Mexico making Alfredo. I put a bag on the whole my payroll. I get active and I've been out late.